Mr. Legault, you're basically having two main central propositions for the federal political leaders, but then you're asking Quebecers to consider what they'll say about it before they cast their ballot. You're one of the most popular premiers across Canada. What exactly you want leaders to do and to say?
Okay, first, all premiers in the history in Quebec made their demands in electoral elections. Okay, I'm not the only one who's doing it. Right now, I think that there are two matters that are very key for the future of Quebec. The first one is about health transfer. I think we have enough bureaucracy. We don't need to get the civil servants in Ottawa trying to put some rules, for example, in CHSLD, or to say I have a fund, but only for new doctors. And as you know, it takes 7 years minimum to train a new doctor. So I think that it's Christian Dubé who's in a better position to decide the priorities, not the federal government. So what we're asking is to increase from 22% of 35% of the total expenses, the federal contribution, which is reasonable because we send 40% of our taxes to Ottawa and 60% in Quebec. And we're asking to increase the CHT with no condition in order not to add to the bureaucracy. Regarding the immigration, I think it's important to protect French, that our nation has more control over the selection of immigrants. We right now have the jurisdiction for economic immigration, but not for the family immigration, which represent 24% of our immigrants. Right now, they are selected by Ottawa with no condition about knowing French. So I'm asking the different federal parties to transfer to Quebec the selection of the family immigrant group, the 24%. This is key for the future of our nation.
And you say no multiculturalism when we talk about immigration.
Okay, what I say is that the situation is very different between the rest of Canada, where English is not in danger. So they may decide to have the multiculturalist approach. But in Quebec, we will always be vulnerable because we're a very small group speaking French, and around us we have many Anglophones. So we need to make sure that there's an integration, that people coming in Quebec, that they learn French. It's a question of survival.